I've spoken to Holly Barr before, part of the WNCL, but nothing more could top winning a grand final last week in the under-19s. Took out the Kirby Short Premiership. You can see the photo behind me with all the gang, and I think that guy up there, I think it's Jarbo, who slipped in and hit somehow up the back there. That guy there. Well,
Yeah.
Holly, congratulations. Well, what a great season for the girls. It's all about this whole thing that Kieran Metcalf started. So you must be very pleased with the progress of the She-Eagles.
Yeah, it was pretty great actually. I heard that it was the first time that a women's team has got a premiership since 2007. Was that correct? Yeah. It's pretty great to have seen how the girls have grown throughout the years and knowing where they started to where they are now. It's pretty excellent.
It is exciting. I'll come to the game shortly. I'll take you back to round one when you played University and they just beat you that day. Did you talk about that game at all leading up into this one?
Yeah, we did. We mentioned that it was one of our first games. Like we knew how they played and everything, and we didn't have the strongest team when we did play them. We knew that there was a chance that we could beat them. We knew we could win. So I think, but I did say to the girls, like, it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. Just play, like, just have fun, really. It's another game. Just go in and have fun and just play like you normally would.
Exactly right. Yeah, put the blinkers on. That's right. Round 4 against the Magpies. You and Eve went a little bit cray-cray that day, didn't you? You got 100?
Yeah, that was a pretty good game. It was pretty exciting to have gotten that 100 with Eve in a partnership. It was pretty good. I think I was more excited of her making her 50 and getting a few more runs than I was get runs. Yeah. I think my goal towards after I got my 50 was, all right, now I'm going to get Eve hers. So, yeah.
Perfect. That's seeing batting time as well. And with Eve, she's certainly she's fearless. She's diminutive. She's not a big person. She's tiny, but gee, she can hit a ball and she's tenacious, isn't she?
Yeah, she can whack a ball. It's pretty great. Like seeing her in first grade, she's been opening the batting. She's been doing great. She just goes out there and just plays. Like it was funny when we played Gold Coast, she was opening and she had Courtney Sipple bowling to her. She had no idea who she was. So she was just facing her like another bowler, which I think worked so much better for her because she didn't have that stress. She was just playing like normal.
Exactly. Yeah, fear no one if you don't know who they are. They're just flesh and bone as well. So, well done. Sandgate Redcliffe, I think you might have lost that game in a close one, round 7, I think it was, or was it the Scorchers? My memory's not too good, but that sort of got you sitting outside the top 2. Obviously, you won 2, go straight in the final, but you bounced back the week later. Got yourself to the final. Now, let's get to the final. You won the toss and you sent them in. What were you thinking, Holly Barr?
Honestly, don't know. I think I was having a chat with Harsha and Mark, and they were kind of saying like, yeah, I reckon send them in. Like, we have a strong bowling side and a batting side. So I don't think I would have felt confident either way, whether we went in for a bat or went in for a bowl. And it worked out for us. I mean, we ended up getting them all out for 50 odd. Yep. Was it 50 odd? Something like that.
57, yeah.
Yeah. So
and did Twilight have something? It was a evening game, so 6:30 would have been only just going dark.
Yeah.
You know, the lights were part and parcel, but that strange time a little bit of dew as well. Is that part of the thinking, or was it a case of the wicket you've played on there before at Chelmer?
Yeah, we've played there a few times before. I think, I do remember talking about batting second because sometimes the light between when it's just changing to dark and stuff it's harder to see whether just being straight under lights is much easier. So that was a factor into choosing to bowl first.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic that you guys get to play under lights because normally in any other sport, the women's game, you got to play at midday while the boys play under lights. It's just rude if you ask me. But anyway, that's fine. Now, obviously, 57. What could go wrong? Well, you lost 4 wickets. Was there a few jitters?
Yeah, I said to the girls before we went out to bat, I said to them, I was like, don't relax now. The game's not over until we get those runs. Because I was stressing that we're going to have a classic Wynnum collapse. We were doing great, and then the rain came, and I think that kind of shifted.
Hello.
That was Lil. She just got home and she didn't realize. Anyway, that kind of shifted our minds. It kind of set us back.
Were you able to get into a bit of a group there and just sort of try and have a bit of a chat to? Because I would think you were 1 for 2, 2 for 7, 3 for 21, and 4 for 21. So that chat obviously just steadied the ship, which is probably ideal.
Yeah. I know when I went out there after the rain break, I didn't get my mind back into the game. And
you did or you didn't?
I didn't. My mind was everywhere when I went back out into the middle. I mean, it normally is when I bat, but I just couldn't. I think I stressed like I gotta stay in, and thinking about that. I normally tend to get out after having that break. It kind of got into my head and stuff, and yeah. And I think having that, we only needed 30 runs or 29 runs to win off 8 overs. I think that played a role in our mindset, in just like, oh, we can do that. This is easy. Like, it's not that many runs. We can just get them done, and played a few silly shots and just collapsed.
Yeah, it was like a 2-foot putt, those little tiny putts of the hearts. I mean, the Big Bash, one team got out for 16. I can't remember who they were. I think but anyway, so, yeah, you can have that. But, yeah, when you're steady, you got the win. Now, I want to talk about Carlon. I can't pronounce her first name. Outstanding what she can do with the ball. Is she? Yeah. Amarin. What has she got that's just, she gives it a lot of air, and I don't see a lot of that in bowlers anymore.
Yeah, Amarin is. There's been times like she's struggled a bit. I mean, leg spin's difficult. I can hardly do off spin compared to leg spin. Don't want to go there. Yeah, she's good when she gets into her zone. She's pretty good. She can put in a good spot. She gets some good turn out of it, and it's difficult to play, especially when she does get that height onto the ball, because it gets you questioning whether to come out or not.
Totally. So, congratulations, under 19 premiers. The first silverware, as you mentioned, since 2007. Graham turned 50 that year in 2007. With this weekend, you've got the last round against, I think it's Sandgate Redcliffe, first grade. Unfortunately, it'll be the last game for you guys there, but lots to like about second grade. They moved into the third spot after a win last week, so there may be some more silverware coming. Hey?
A close one too. That's Marcus had 2 almost heart attacks in the last within 3 days or something. Yeah.
Harsh has got a heartless side. And before I wrap it up here, Holly, I just want to talk about what's happened with Kiramak, Belinda Warrilow, who's there, a legend. You got Harsha, and all these people have worked hard over the last few years, including yourself. You've got yourself a WNCL call up, but it's all about the Eve Malays, all those people who've stepped up and have just grown in their game. Claude Roll, they just keep coming, don't they? You must be pretty proud of what the Seagulls Collective have done over the last 2 or 3 years to get here.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see the skill that everyone's showing now. I know that this season hasn't been so great for first grade, but there's plenty of skill there. So I think next season, like, we're still developing it, and we are still such a young side as well.
Yep.
Kira really has started our women program, and from what she started with to how she's developed it now that she's left and stuff, with Harsha continuing on, it's amazing with the skills that we've got here now. Yeah.
All right. Belinda, go on.
Yeah.
But Belinda actually retired and came back and played 1 game. Couldn't entice her to play anymore.
We were thinking about bringing her back for the last game because we were short on some players, but didn't bring her back in. Brought Erin Wilkinson back. She played last season. Yeah, and she's had a break from that. She's been doing some indoor stuff. But yeah, she came back and played for us, which was really great to see, have her back as well. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, listen, congratulations on the summer you've had. Obviously, one more round this weekend, and obviously the twos, for mine, they're pretty close. I don't understand the ladder. They won more games than somebody else, and they're in third.
Yeah, it's
No idea how that works. It's crazy. So, Holly, thank you so much. Congratulations, like I said, and all the best. And well, I know that you guys partied well until probably 10:30, 11 o'clock on Friday night. But yeah, congratulations to everybody involved there, and to you. Thank you for your time, Holly. Cheers.
Thanks, John. Thank you.
Thanks. See ya.